So you've clicked on this video because you want to know more about Tumalo, Oregon. And yes, I said Tumalo, not Tumalo. We've heard it both ways. Well, just stick around as we'll drive through the town, give you all the deets, and if you stay to the very end, we'll let you know the best place to grab food in Tumalo, if not Central Oregon. But today we're in a cute little suburb of Bend, Oregon. I call it a suburb of Bend, Oregon, even though it is its own city. Sorry, my son has an obsession with trucks like the one that just went behind us. But I call it, even though it is its own city, and I'll take you around the whole town, it really is a suburb of Bend. You can see on the map, Tumalo is located between Bend, Redmond, and Sisters and sits along the Deschutes River. So if you want to know everything there is about Tumalo, Oregon, just stick around. But if you want to know everything there is about Central Oregon, what you can do in the area, eat, sleep, play, live, just go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will be your one-stop guide for Central Oregon and moving to the area. Stick around. Tumalo, Oregon is a small town located just 4 miles outside of Bend. If you were to mail something to the area, you would see that the city that you're technically mailing to is Bend, Oregon, with the zip code of 97707. Tumalo has been a small city that's been established here in Central Oregon for a very long time and has grown immensely over the last few years. Within Tumalo's city limits, you have a population of around 767 people. It's hard to say where Tumalo ends and begins, or begins and ends in terms of city limits, because there's a lot of outskirts in the Tumalo area. So when they say 767, I'm pretty sure it's just in this small community that reaches just outside of the little town. But here in Tumalo, like I said, it has grown immensely. So you'll find really right to our left was called the Bite. And I promise, or I could be wrong, that is where food carts started here in Central Oregon. It was the first of its kind. They have a little beer garden and then food trucks that set up. They did really well, brought in a lot of people, and I feel like brought most of these new shops to the town of Tumalo. My family has lived in Tumalo for, since the 70s, so 50 plus years, and it really used to be just a small general store and the school. But as you can see, there's a lot of new additions that's been added to the cute town of Tumalo. The post office as well, that's original. But as Bend continues to grow, so do the outskirts of Bend. I really love Tumalo because it's a rustic town. It has more of an equestrian feel. So a lot of the homes in the outer skirts have horses. And like I said, I know that because our family actually lived there for 50 plus years. And a lot of the land where they live at is 5+ acres. I'm taking you a little bit outside of Tumalo right now to the Tumalo State Park. And this is a state park that runs along the Deschutes River, has a great little area for floating, as you're going to see here soon. Little alcoves where the water isn't running too fast, but beautiful areas that you can actually rent out and hold family gatherings there as well. But you'll see there's some rocks that allow it to sort of pond up. Super calm area, great for kids. And wildlife, as you can see the ducks on the side. And we have some of our tubers coming up right there. And then I was actually going to have you drive with me back into Tumalo so that you can see it is not very far away. Up to our left, you are going to have a private school that is in the area, and then on your way to that private school is actually a back road that you can take to Bend's west side as well. If we were to head back past the state park, that actually goes into Bend as well. So there's a few different ways that you can get back into Bend from this road. We do have some construction on the right. That is Knife River. They do a lot of the road paving here in Central Oregon. Smart Storage, a concrete place as well. And then I am going to take you into one of the little newer neighborhoods off of this road as we come back into Tumalo. Tumalo is going through a lot of road work right now because as it begins to grow in popularity and because it sits right off of the highway, it's made things a little difficult to turn on and off or cross that highway. So there's a lot of roundabouts going into the town to make transportation a little bit easier. But this is a section of newer homes in the area. Super cute. Most of them, I think, were built by Hayden Homes, which is a popular contracting company here in Central Oregon. They come in a lot of different sizes and availabilities. I don't know of any new ones coming into the area in this section, but there are some other sections out further. I think it's west. This is a special little neighborhood right off of the Klein Falls Highway. It sits right on the river. So all of these homes have river access from their backyards. A lot of the older homes or old-ish homes in the area do sit right on the river. The newer homes that were built are in subdivisions off of the river. Here's an example of some of the larger properties that are out in the area in Tumalo. So these are minimum 5-acre lots. They have amazing mountain views, as you can see in the background. And a lot of the people that live out here typically have horses and are in the equestrian world. Rolling into another section of this community off of Highland Road. You'll see the horses out there, larger lots further away from your neighbors. As promised, the best place to eat in Tumalo or Central Oregon for great steaks is Tumalo Feed Company. You cannot go wrong. It's amazing. So today we covered the rustic town of Tumalo, Oregon, but if that is not your jam, that's what I'm here for. So just feel free to give me a call, send me a text message, or drop me a digital note, and I'd love to help you find your ideal location here in Central Oregon. Right after this, you're going to see some videos pop up about other Central Oregon locations. Please feel free to click, watch, and if there's anything that you're not finding on my channel, just feel free to leave a comment and I'd be happy to add that onto the roster and get it filmed for you. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.